Yes, Oliver Cromwell was black. The European ancestors of the foundational black Americans were descendants of the black Celts, or Celts, and Moors that had lived in the British Isles for thousands of years. Other black European ancestors of Afro-Americans or foundational black Americans were Germans, Dutch, and Portuguese. When the British began to colonize the United States, there were still many black Englishmen like Oliver Cromwell. A black Englishman, Oliver Cromwell, was the governor of Ireland. Oliver Cromwell was the son of a nobleman. He enjoyed a strict Puritan education at the College of the University of Cambridge, and then studied law in London. In 1640, Cromwell was a member of Parliament and became the leader of the Puritan opposition to King Charles. Under Cromwell's leadership, he had over 100 victories over the Irish. Yes, this is Oliver Cromwell on the right. As you can see, Oliver Cromwell, if you compare Oliver Cromwell to Miles Davis, a well-known African-American, foundational American jazz musician, you can see that they look almost identical. Yes, yes, yes. Oliver Cromwell was black. Large numbers of black Irish slaves were sold in the Caribbean slavery and also in the 13 colonies. For example, 50,000 black Irish slaves a year were sold into slavery in the New World between 1652 and 1656. Cromwell and the Bristol merchants also sold over 100,000 black Irish children as slaves in Virginia and New England. The black Irish were either exterminated by the English or sold into slavery. In proclamation of 1625 by Herbert L. Bird, reported that King Charles sent 30,000 black Irish prisoners into chattel slavery in Barbados, Montserrat, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, and the 13 colonies of North America. Other Irish slaves were sent to Guyana in 1629, Antigua and Montserrat in 1652. By 1637, 69% of the inhabitants of Montserrat were black Irish. Yes, yes, yes! Black Irish. Oliver Cromwell was an English general and statesman. He was born in 1599. This is a picture of Oliver Cromwell. This is his authentic picture. Yes, yes. Cromwell was a Protestant nationalist who hated Catholics. Back in his day, the vast majority of black British were Catholics. Yes. African slaves were not the first slaves in the British Caribbean and North America. The first slaves were Aboriginal, black Native Americans, and black Irish. The black Irish slaves usually had to sail to America over a 9 to 12 week period to reach the Caribbean. The trip across the Atlantic was harsh, and many blacks Irish died of scurvy, dysentery, and dehydration. To save money, the black Irish were just tossed into the sea. Yes, they were tossed into the sea. As a member of Parliament, he became commander-in-chief and led armies of the Parliament of England against King Charles I during the English Civil War. He also reconquered Scotland and Ireland and subsequently ruled the British Isles as Lord Protector from 1653 until his death in 1658. Yes, yes, this is Oliver Cromwell in that picture on the right-hand side. Oliver Cromwell began to reconquer Ireland in 1649. He hated Catholics. He massacred 3,500 in the first battle. The rest were sold as slaves to the 13 colonies of the Caribbean. Irish slaves were sold in large numbers between 1649 and 1653. Oliver Cromwell, after he reconquered Ireland, they just killed all these black people. Here's a picture. Look on the left, right-hand side, you see a picture. Here you can see these Irishmen who've taken these children of these black Irish and they're throwing them into the lake, throwing them into the river. These are authentic pictures. So you can see that they considered the Irish to be black. African slaves were not the first slaves in the British Caribbean and North America. The first slaves, in a sense, were the black Irish, and those who died, those who were sick or had scurvy and dysentery, dehydration, they were just thrown into the ocean. Yes, talk.
We had family coming to town for Brianna's birth, and we were expecting they were going to be here for...
So, it shows you that the Negroes in the Americas and the Caribbean islands are no, Salakia, the Negroes in the Americas are predominantly Aboriginals and Black Irish. Aboriginals and Black Irish. Aboriginals and Black Irish.
North America and Africa. The first triangular trade was a trade between North America and England. Yes, England, Ireland, and Scotland, where they could steal these Black Irish and send them into slavery into North America. Send them into slavery into the Caribbean. Yes, yes, yes. Many sick Irish slaves were thrown into the ocean to save money. Yes, these Black Irish were thrown into the sea. There, the sharks used to follow many of the ships from England and Ireland to the Americas so they could eat up these Black Irish who were tossed in the sea. Yes, yes, yes. They also allowed slave traders to kidnap Irish people. During the 12-year suppression of the Irish, Cromwell sold around 300,000 slaves. Yes, yes, yes. 300,000 Black Irish were sold into slavery in the 13 colonies. A terrible time. We know in a sense that this is true because we have documents from that period. For example, here we have a document written in 1763 by Robert Fulton. And what did it say? Run away from the subscriber living in Lancaster. A native Irish servant woman named Katie Norton, who came from the county of Wicklow in Ireland last fall. She's about 25 or 26 years of age. Listen, of a dark complexion, has black hair, talks in an Irish dialect, walks in a walk, and is pretty short in talking. Yes, 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 yes! 1763. Here's another one from 1739 that was in the Virginia Gazette, Williamsburg, on August the 10th through August of 1739. And what do we read here? It says, ran away the 8th of July last from the subscribers living in Westmoreland County. 4 serving men, John McHugh, Francis Mann, Daniel Fritz, Patrick, and John Freelove. John McHugh was an Irishman of a middle stature, swarthy complexion. His hair is just cut off and is a blacksmith. Yes, 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 yes. We have another mention of another runaway slave, and he was also identified as swarthy. Yes, yes, yes. The Irish who had a dark complexion. The Irish, they were black, like you, black like me, black like us. Cromwell saw slavery as the perfect way to remove the Catholic blacks from Ireland and Scotland. Cromwell usually worked with Bristol merchants to sell many Irish into slavery. Yes, yes, they sold hundreds of thousands of black Irish into slavery. Cromwell forced many of the blacks into slavery just so he could take care of them. Yes, yes, yes. Cromwell was especially interested in populating Jamaica and other parts of the Caribbean so he could make these colonies. And who was the people he sent there? The Black Irish. The Black Irish were the ancestors of many people, not only in the Caribbean, but also many people in North America. Yes, yes. They sold European ancestors, the Black Irish, into slavery. Yes, yes, yes.
Those are not Africans.